700 meters beneath the surface of the Earth, the world above no longer exists. There is no sun, no horizon, no sky. There is only stone, layer upon layer of ancient rock, compressed by time, weight, and unimaginable pressure. On August 5, 2010, 33 men descended into this darkness believing they would return by sunset. They never did. This is not only a story of human survival. It is the story of a mountain, of geological failure, and of what happens when the Earth decides to close its grip. Chile is one of the most geologically active countries on Earth. It stretches along the western edge of South America, pressed tightly against the Pacific Ocean, directly above one of the most violent tectonic boundaries on the planet. Here, the Nazca Plate dives beneath the South American plateau in a process called subduction. This collision builds the Andes Mountains, triggers powerful earthquakes, feeds hundreds of volcanoes, concentrates mineral wealth. Copper, gold, silver, iron. Chile's economy is rooted beneath its soil. Mining is not just an industry, it is a national identity. For centuries, Chileans have descended underground, cutting tunnels through rock that predates humanity itself. But geology gives with one hand and takes with the other. The San José Mine, near the city of Copiapó, sat within the harsh landscape of the Atacama Desert, the driest desert on Earth. The mine was old, poorly reinforced, geologically complex. It was carved into fractured igneous rock, weak sedimentary layers, faulted zones stressed by tectonic forces. Rockfalls had occurred before. Accidents had been documented. Warnings had been issued. Yet the mine remained operational. Because in mining communities, danger is often normalized. Every descent underground is a gamble, and most days, the Earth stays silent. Until it doesn't. Mountains are not solid blocks. They are mosaics of rock types, each with different strength, density, and fracture behavior. The San José Mine ran through andesite and diorite, volcanic rocks. Sedimentary layers weakened by ancient pressure. Fault plains formed by millions of years of movement. Gravity constantly pulls downward. Tectonic stress pulls sideways. Excavation removes support. Over time, fractures grow. The mountain begins to remember every cut made into it. On August 5th, that memory reached its limit. At approximately 2 p.m., deep inside the mine, the rock failed. A massive collapse, over 700,000 tons of stone, thundered through the main access tunnel. The blast of air knocked men to the ground. Dust filled every passage. Lights went out instantly. The escape route vanished. The mine sealed itself shut. 33 miners were trapped 700 meters underground, the equivalent of being buried beneath 2 Eiffel Towers of rock. The Earth had closed. 700 meters underground is not simply deep. At that depth, temperatures rise rapidly. Oxygen circulation is limited. Rock pressure is immense. The collapse formed a geological plug, angular debris compacted by gravity, locking together like concrete. No rescue team could blast through it safely. Any explosion risked further collapse. Drilling would be slow, painfully slow. The miners were trapped in a refuge chamber, never designed for long-term survival. Food rations meant for 48 hours. Water meant for emergencies. The earth had not just buried them. It had isolated them. Darkness is immediate underground. Without artificial light, there is no dawn or dusk. Panic spreads quickly. Some men prayed. Others shouted. Others sat in silence. Leadership emerged not by rank, but by calm. They counted themselves. 33 alive. For now. The miners took inventory. A few cans of tuna. Some crackers. Small amounts of milk. They divided everything into microscopic portions. 1 spoon per day. 1 sip. 1 bite. Hunger is not immediate. But hope is fragile. Psychologically, the absence of sunlight disrupts the brain's circadian rhythm. Sleep becomes erratic. Time loses meaning. Days blend into fear. Above ground, drilling attempts began, but without confirmation the miners were alive. The world assumed tragedy. Rescue teams faced a geological nightmare. The mine lay beneath hard volcanic rock, fractured fault zones, unstable sedimentary layers. Drilling blindly risked missing the chamber entirely. Engineers used old mine maps, seismic data, geological modeling. Each drill bit penetrated meter by meter through rock that resisted every attempt. For 17 days, there was only silence. On August 22nd, a drill finally broke through. It emerged coated in red paint. Attached was a note. Este must be an ENL Refugio Los 33. We are well in the refuge, the 33. The mountain had spoken, and it had not claimed them. The world exhaled. With contact established, survival became structured. Food arrived through narrow tubes. Medical supplies followed. Psychologists advised from above. Below ground, the miners created order. Strict schedules. Exercise routines. Assigned responsibilities. They transformed chaos into discipline. Because underground, discipline is life. 3 rescue plans began simultaneously. Each attacked the earth differently. 1 widened existing tunnels. 1 drilled straight down. 1 bored diagonally through hard rock. Drill bits overheated. Rock fractured unpredictably. Every meter drilled was a negotiation with geology. The earth does not respond to urgency. Only persistence. The rescue capsule, Phoenix, was engineered to survive. Extreme friction. High temperatures. Narrow rock walls. It was barely wider than a human body. Claustrophobic. Relentless. Each miner would ascend alone, sealed inside metal, through solid earth. After 69 days underground, the first miner entered the capsule. The ascent took nearly 20 minutes. Through layers of rock, sediment, volcanic stone, faulted crust. Each meter represented survival. One by one, the miners emerged. The earth released them, slowly. This disaster was not random. It was geological. Mining removes support. Stress redistributes. Weak rock fails. The earth does not warn twice. The Chilean miners survived because of geological understanding, engineering patience, human unity. 700 meters below the surface, the miners faced something older than fear. They faced the planet itself. The earth does not hate us. It does not love us. It simply exists. And when we cut into it, it responds according to its laws. Beneath our feet, the earth remembers everything. Sometimes, it feeds us. Sometimes, it traps us. And sometimes, it tests whether we deserve to survive. If you found this documentary educational, subscribe to the Geologic Lens. Like, share, and leave a comment, because the greatest stories on Earth are buried beneath it.